There's a general belief that dietary supplements, especially herbal drugs, they're safe.
There's more harm that can be done than good.
1 in 6 older adults are actually taking a natural supplement that is dangerous for their health.
Do we have to take dietary supplements?
I am Jihan Belhmar, and this is the truth behind dietary supplements. People across the world are raising their interests about a healthy lifestyle. Looking at the increased rate of diseases in the world, many are choosing to give up on their bad habits and start new, healthier ones. Dietary supplements has become an essential part of a daily routine for millions of people around the world.
What we call dietary supplements, in the past, thousands of years ago, were used as medicinal supplements or herbal products. Now what's happened is, in the last 10 years or so, there has been a renewed interest in dietary supplements, and people have been using it. The use of that varies a lot. In the hands of people who are trained to do it properly, they can add some value. I don't totally dismiss them. But that is a minority of the user groups. The majority of people will buy it over the counter.
According to the Nutrition Business Journal, supplement sales have increased by 81% in the past decade, with more than 90,000 dietary supplements on the market and over 5,000 new ones that are being introduced every year, from vitamins, minerals, amino acids, herbal products, and many others. Whether in pill, powder, drink, or bar, millions consume at least one dietary supplement in the belief that it will boost their health.
A lot of these manufacturers go out of business, new manufacturers come in. Because it's an unregulated industry, we do not know the contents, the ingredients, and the percentage of those contents, the standardization within the products. Some can reach levels that it can harm.
Actually, there was a study done in University of Chicago, Illinois in 2016, and it reported that 1 in 6 older adults are actually taking a natural supplement that is dangerous for their health.
Studies have shown that supplements can in fact harm one's life. The FDA has even warned of possible health risks from dietary supplements due to many reasons, such as interaction between supplements and prescription drugs, contamination of supplements by synthetic prescription drugs, and unknown contaminants due to unknown production quality. The American organization Consumer Reports found that supplements can actually make you sick. In 2013, a report from the government's Accountability Office stated that the FDA has received 6,307 reports of health problems from dietary supplements, including 92 deaths, hundreds of life-threatening conditions, and more than 1,000 serious injuries.
I will give you an example of a 28-year-old man who wanted to enter a competition. In his local country, he wanted to buff up for the competition. He came to me saying that, "Doc, I exercise 4 hours a day, I run, I don't feel tired when I do that. But in the last few weeks, I've started feeling tired and I don't feel well. I feel achy, painy and all over the place." I reassured him. He didn't tell me anything about his supplements till then. I assumed that he's on, so I asked the question, and he said yes, he started taking some supplements about 2 months ago. We did some blood tests. The blood tests actually showed that he had an acute liver injury. So his liver tests were quite abnormal. So I called him back and I had a chat with him. He was very surprised because he thought he's either had an infection or something or the other. We asked him to then stop his supplements for about 2 to 3 weeks. We did all the tests obviously to make sure that he's not got an infection. We then just got some more rapport built with him. He happily discarded his supplements for about 2 weeks. We rechecked the functions, and they were almost half of the abnormal results. So they were coming back to normal.
A common mistake is more and more, but sometimes less is more. Most of the time, athletes and coach say take things like protein, creatine, pre-workout, BCA, omega-3, yeah, stuff like that. And now we have this protein bars, and everything.
While bodybuilding products are promoted for increasing muscle mass and strength, reports reveal that many of these products are the cause of liver injury, increased aggression, kidney damage, depression, heart attack, pulmonary embolism, severe acne, hair loss, and deep vein thrombosis.
Taking too much of a supplement is never a good thing. I'm sure you've heard about the trend about protein powders amongst young athletes.
So, I want to be big, I'm gonna put all the box of powder. There is no sense.
Having more protein doesn't equal bigger muscles, and a lot of people don't understand that. So they go on and they buy protein powders or shakes thinking that this is the way, they're gonna increase their muscle mass. But actually, having more protein sometimes can translate into excess calories and can be stored in the form of fat, which is not always what you look for. But having the right amount of protein is key for muscle repair and muscle healing. And that's how you build new muscles.
If you look at some journals and some studies, there are certain chemicals like hydroxycut. Now, hydroxycut is used in a lot of gym supplements, in a lot of body supplements, as well as weight losing meds. Hydroxycut is known to cause liver injury and at times also injury to your kidneys. So we have to be very careful.
The global dietary supplements market size worth over $132.8 billion and is expected to reach $220.3 billion in 2022, according to Zion Market Research. However, what consumers ignore about these supplements can actually put them at a greater risk. Since dietary supplements are not regulated as drugs, the companies that make and sell them do not need to prove that they are safe or that they work as advertised or even that their packages contain what the label says they do. Many studies have shown that dietary supplements promoted as natural products are not all natural. Dietary supplements could also contain nutrients in amounts higher than the Institute of Medicine's recommended dietary reference intake. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration affirmed that many products contain hidden drugs that are falsely marketed as dietary supplements, which can harm the consumer's health.
Don't assume that what's on the label is actually what's in the product.
Smaller companies, not so pure companies, they don't disclose everything. And if they're operating illegally, they don't put all the ingredients on the label.
Because sometimes you look at the label and it says, vitamin D, this much units. But this supplement might have more into the pill than what's on the nutrition label. So it's a very good idea to go through the ingredients list, in details. And to study about the supplement and research it before taking it, even though it says all natural.
There are certain plants that are very toxic. For example, kava that is taken for anxiety and for getting sleep. On chronic use, on long-term use, kava can lead to liver toxicity and maybe liver disease. Something like aconite. Aconite is a herbal medication, but it can be very toxic sometimes. There is this feverfew they use for allergies and all those things that can also cause liver problems.
Glowy skin, shiny hair, perfect body. Dietary supplements are packed with so many promises, and everyone is looking for the magic pill. Now the question is, does the magic pill really exist?
I wish I would say yes. And if I did, then I'll probably be doing that instead of practicing medicine. Unfortunately not. A lot of times, and most of the times, what we see is those pills have, again, problem with the formulation, the quality of what is inside. I think the intent is right, to give you glossy hair, glossy skin, weight loss, so you look like the Greek goddess. But that in practice doesn't always happen.
We don't have any data, so I wouldn't believe any of those. For weight reduction, the best thing is diet restriction, exercise.
To maintain your muscle mass, you need the recommendations is about 0.8 grams per kilograms, which can go up to maybe 1.5 grams per kilogram of protein a day, which is very easy to get from food. And actually getting your protein intake from food is always better. because having, you know, excess protein from shakes or protein powder can be taxing to the kidneys. So it can be harmful for your body. So we always recommend to get it from, you know, sources like your lean meats, eggs, low-fat dairy, from legumes. So there's a lot of sources, and a lot of people they meet their requirements through food. They don't need to be supplemented. The vitamins and minerals and essential nutritional substances that are found in food are much better absorbed than, you know, the ones in the pill. And if you are eating a well-balanced diet full of fruits and vegetables and extra lean meats and low-fat dairy, and you're actually eating healthy fats, you should be able to meet your daily requirements through your diet.
Do we have to take dietary supplements? Not necessarily, but we should go organic. If your intake of food is organic, no need dietary supplements.
People are spending millions of dollars on these products every year, and most of them have no evidence of their efficacy. And if food is all what we need to be fit and healthy, then why did we switch this to this?
The most common mistake that people make is that they see an ad for a supplement, or they hear it from a friend and they just run and get it. They don't think that, you know, this supplement might harm them, or it might not be the right one for them.
There is a phenomenon because social media, most of people use, so you want to use. But the thing is, why people add something, it may be because there is a lack of something as well. We have a lack of nutrients, vitamins, minerals. The industry is producing almost fake food. That's why we had to add something. I'm not for dietary supplements. I'm just saying because of the food, we have to add something to be healthy.
You think magic is make-believe, but this little bean has scientists saying they found the magic weight loss cure for every body type. It's green coffee beans. And when turned into a supplement, this miracle pill can burn fat fast for anyone.
Whether or not you have watched his show, it's likely you have experienced the Oz effect. Dr. Oz has become one of the most famous media spokespersons after his first appearance in 2004 in America. Once he promotes a certain health product, such as a magic pill for weight reduction or an anti-aging pill, manufacturers madly produce it and consumers jump all over it. Many physicians, government officials, and publications have criticized him for giving non-scientific advice and promoting pseudoscience.
Miracle flowers? Are you a doctor or an Old West travelling salesman? Have I got something miraculous for you, ladies and gentlemen? A monkey's paw mixed with 5 petals of a rose and a thimble full of otter semen.
Do you believe there's a magic weight loss cure out there?
The word, if you're selling something because it's magical, no.
In these ads, what's often lost is science. The same effect goes on social media today. Many people choose to follow influencers instead of seeking for their doctor's advice.
Advice is live healthy. Eat and drink in moderation. A bit of proteins, a bit of carbs. Yes, you can eat more protein, natural protein I'm talking about, not out of a big box with a big man with muscles built on it. Normal proteins, exercise regularly, drink plenty of water, meditate so that you're not only looking after your physical health, but also your mental well-being. That's the magic pill, if you were to ask me.
Rather than filling your shelves with supplements and medications, you know, fill them with healthy food products and, you know, and don't fill them with any junk or anything that you know might harm your health.
We launched with a famous football player, Nicolas Anelka, an application called NA39, in French NA39, available on Android and App Store. So we share things about fitness training, nutrition. The best tip I can give you. The best dietary supplement is underestimated, underrated, and is almost free. We have it. This is the best supplement you can have in your life. Water.